Right, today, superstar curry guy, Dan Toombs, is going to show us how to make...
We are going to make a Sri Lankan Black Pepper Chicken curry. It's one of my favorites. Absolutely love this dish.
And the amazing thing is, it's made with...
Well, this is going to be made with chicken wings. I tried this for the first time out in Sri Lanka, and I don't know what the cuts of meat were, but they were something small like that, so that's how I'm copying it.
Okay.
I think there's like a little bit of chicken backs in there, and you just the cheaper cuts of meat.
Skinless.
Oh yeah, that's skinless, yes. You can get that at like Asian grocers, they'll do it for you.
All right.
Yeah, and so it's actually really good for you. Nothing, something like 50% of the calories of the fat in chicken is in the skin itself. So
yeah.
Good for you.
Okay, right.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. All right. I'm going to start by adding about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. You could also use rapeseed oil if you'd rather. It's a little bit easier to come by. But in Sri Lanka, they use coconut oil, so that's what I'm doing here. Just going to let that melt down, and as it melts, I'm going to add just a few whole spices. So we got a cinnamon stick there, some cardamom pods, which I've smashed. There's no flavor in the pod itself, so you need to smash those so the flavor of the seed comes out.
Yeah.
And then I've got some cloves. Give that a nice stir. To that, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Mustard seeds.
They're going to pop, aren't they?
Yes. Mustard seeds, they won't pop that much, don't worry. Mustard seeds need to pop. If they don't pop, you don't get any flavor out of them, except for what you get in the
I got one right in my eye.
Really? Did you? I've yet to have that happen.
Wear goggles.
They're starting to crackle now. So they're doing their job in the oil. They've flavored that oil. I'm now going to add about a teaspoon of cumin seeds. You add those after the mustard seeds because they will burn fast. And if cumin burns, it tastes terrible. It gets really bitter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw in some onions right now. That's about 2 onions finely chopped. And that will release moisture into the pan. And it will also ensure that I don't burn my spices. Cools it right down. With that, I'm going to add about a handful of curry leaves. My favorite herb in the world, curry leaves. I just love them. I can't get enough of them. So when I was over there, I stayed at a friend's house, and they actually grew the curry leaves. So
is it a garden tree?
No, it's not a tree. It looks like a tree. They're only so high, but just rows and rows and rows of them. And I guess you could call it a tree or a bush. Yeah, but they just it's so nice. You just walked out and you could smell the curries.
Wow. I wonder if they'll grow in England.
I've tried, and I haven't. I don't know if it's because I kept picking them, or if it's because they just don't grow in England.
Yeah.
But I have bought a few plants and tried it, and it wasn't very successful.
Okay.
So with the onions nice and soft there, about 5 minutes, that's all it took. The finely chopped onions anyway. I'm going to add some green chili. That's about 2 green chilies, just finely chopped. And some coriander stems. Lots of flavor in those stems.
Just the stems?
Just the stems, about 3 tablespoons of that. Don't throw those stems away, that's where all the flavor is. And to that, I'm going to add, if I can find it, here we are, some green pepper, and also about 1 onion, which has just been finely sliced. It's not finely chopped, just sliced.
Okay.
That's added later. Alright, so into that goes obviously some garlic and ginger paste. It's a necessity. Good couple tablespoons of that. I never measure stuff out. I think that'll really taste very nice. I like my garlic and my ginger. And we're just cooking the rawness out here, so it's going to take about 30 seconds. just to get that raw flavor of the garlic and ginger out of it. And you can smell the nice aroma of the garlic and the onions and everything cooking together. This, I'm going to add about 3 tomatoes. You know that because you just cut them. I'm going to get myself another spoon here that's a little bit sturdy. There we are. I'm just going to mix that all around in there. Alright, so with the tomatoes all breaking down in there into a nice sauce, and maybe we'll break down some more, I'm going to add about a half teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric. You'll notice in Indian food they're almost always the same. You always have your same amount of coriander. So a tablespoon of coriander and a tablespoon of cumin.
So what's the difference between normal chili powder and Kashmiri?
Kashmiri chili powder is supposed to be on the mild side. So there are some really spicy chili powders. And I've shown people, I've used Kashmiri chili powder quite a lot. And there are a lot of people, at least in this country, who think it's a little bit spicy. So I don't always add, if I were making this in Sri Lanka, I probably would have added 2 tablespoons of the stuff.
Right.
But over here, I try to keep it to a minimum because you can always add more. It's difficult to cool a curry down once you've made it too spicy.
Okay. Right.
All right. So I'm going to add these chicken wings. You can eat really well for very little when you buy chicken wings. I mean, obviously, you can buy more expensive cuts of chicken if you want to. Some thigh or whatever. But you can cook it off the bone. These are all on the bone. But the bones give so much nice flavor. So I always encourage people, even if they don't like handling it, to try cooking it with the bone on, and it just adds a nice little flavor that's really worth it. So I'm just going to move those around. That's about 1.5 kilos. So if it were off the bone, probably about 900 grams to 1 kilo. Okay. All right. So it's a lot. It looks like a lot more than it is. The bones are there. To that, I'm going to add some coconut milk. That's 1 tin of coconut milk.
Really?
Yeah.
Big tin.
Big tin.
Okay. So that needs to bubble away for about 10 minutes. And while that's happening, Dan is going to plug his books.
I'll give it a little plug if I can. That's great. Thanks.
That's what he's here for.
Yeah, so I've got 3 books out now. Curry Guy is all about British Indian restaurant style cooking. And so it's all, the chicken tikka masala, kormas, vindaloo, you name it. That's what we've got in there. Then I've got the Curry Guy Easy, which is really a continuation of this one. So they're both easy. So just because it has that name, it doesn't mean it's any different than the first. Just loads more different curries. And then I've also got the Curry Guy Veggie. I was asked by lots of people to bring out a veggie cookbook, so I did. So that has veggie and vegan recipes in there. But
So buy them.
please do, yes.
They're on Amazon, yeah?
They're on Amazon. They're at every good bookshop. And also, I reply to everybody. I do all my own social media. So if you have any questions, any recipe questions, give me a call, just send me an email, whatever you like, however, on Twitter, Facebook, I'm always the one there and I'll always answer. Okay.
So I'll put linky things to his books on Amazon, and if you use those, I get a penny.
Yeah.
And you get 10p, don't you?
Well, do I? Great.
Possibly more. I don't know. Don't know what the deal is.
I don't know really. All right, and this is black pepper chicken curry. So I'm going to add a lot of black pepper. It does start to look a bit black because it's so much black pepper. It's about 2 generous teaspoons, and I might even add a little bit more at the end. We'll see. And then soy sauce. You don't think soy sauce being in Sri Lankan and in Indian cooking, but it is. I mean, they do border, at least India borders China, and they do like their soy sauce, especially in the south. This is a dish that, even though it's Sri Lankan recipe, I've had recipes just like this in southern India. where the black pepper's fresh because it grows there.
Oh yeah.
That's done. So I don't know, I added about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. You can add a little bit more to taste if you like. Now the more it cooks down, the darker it'll become. So I like mine quite dark and with not as much sauce, but some people like a lot of sauce, so it's really up to you, the chef, how you do that one. There we are.
Incredible.
Black pepper chicken curry.
Can we taste it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do. Give it a try. You first.
So was it Sri Lankan
Sri Lankan black pepper chicken curry. And I want to stress here, I've done it with chicken wings. Obviously it's a bit messy. They like to eat with their hands over there and they just take it and just eat it. And I like that idea. But obviously you can make this with chicken thigh, without the bone. Mm-hmm. Whatever's going to make you happy. What do you think of that?
That is lush. It's really creamy. Not too peppery.
No, not too much. I think I ended up adding a little bit more than we actually filmed. At about another half teaspoon or so.
Okay, so buy Dan's books, and he's also got a YouTube channel, so get over there, have a look, subscribe.
Dan Toombs, the curry guy. It'd be great to see some of you over there. And yeah, please do. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Keith.
Thank you. And now it's taster time again with Mrs. KeefCooks.
Again.
Okay, this one is Sri Lankan pepper chicken.
The one with loads of coconut in it. Yes?
It's got quite a bit of coconut milk in it.
Okay.
It's got about 300 curry leaves in it. And about half ton of black pepper.
Whoa. So, I actually had the railway mutton curry for lunch today with a huge quantity of yoghurt. And that worked. It's got so many different flavours going through it. Mm-hmm. Really, really nice. But I needed the yoghurt for that one.
That's because you're a wimp. Because the whole idea of the railway one was it was meant to be toned down for British Raj officers travelling on the railway.
Oh, right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but you like things hotter than I do.
No.
You do.
I do in theory, but
It's just completely different from the one we had yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Well, of course, it's from a different country and everything, isn't it? So, well, folks, who knew there were so many different kinds of curry? I only know the ones, well, I know of the ones you get in restaurants.
And Sri Lanka.
Yeah, there is that. No, but I mean, curry's huge in Britain, isn't it? Well, it certainly is in England.
Oh yeah.
You've got all the flavours on your tongue and then you've got the heat in the back of your throat. But not like yesterday's heat. Yeah, completely different. Yeah, you have to make both. Try them out.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Links in the description for Dan's books, and subscribe to his channel and make this. And thank you for watching. See you next time.